St. Johns County emergency personnel worked overtime yesterday, making sure residents were safe and hurricane response went smoothly. Liz Ryan has our top story.
The Emergency Operations Center was fully staffed, and Chairman of the Board of County Commissioners, Christian Whitehurst, delivered this message from the headquarters.
St. Johns County crews are standing by. They are ready to not only respond to whatever impact the storm is having, but also to assess the damage. Our fire and rescue, our sheriff's department, St. Augustine police and fire. JEA is here. Florida Power and Light are here in the Emergency Operations Center. There are very, very limited outages at this point. So again, as of this moment, we have good news with power from JEA and FP&L. Stay plugged in, stay informed. I want you to stay vigilant just in case we see a change in shift in the track or a change in intensity. It's better to stay prepared and not need it than not be prepared and need to be prepared.
The evacuation order for those in low-lying areas was lifted, and storm shelters closed at 2 p.m. yesterday. Trash collection will resume today as normal. If Wednesday was your trash day, it will be picked up on Saturday. If you live in the city of St. Augustine, there will be no recycling pickup today or tomorrow. The Council on Aging will resume their programs and reopen their facilities tomorrow. Government offices have reopened today, except the St. Johns County Clerk of Court's office, which will reopen tomorrow. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. St. Augustine Mayor Nancy Sykes-Klein took to social media yesterday to ask residents to stay home while noting the storm wasn't as bad as was feared.
While this storm is certainly going to impact our community, I am so thankful that it appears to be predominantly a wind and rain event with isolated flooding in our most vulnerable low-lying areas. It may be tempting to go outdoors and check it out, but it is so important for you to stay inside.
Kelly Wilson, Deputy Director of St. Johns County Emergency Management, says the storm wasn't as impactful in our area as it was in the Big Bend.
We got very fortunate with the track of Hurricane Idalia, a fairly windy day with very little rain. And for the first time in probably most people's memory with any sort of a tropical system, we didn't experience a great deal of flooding. And it was because of the approach of the storm. But our residents did a phenomenal job getting prepared, taking protective actions like, getting sandbags, making sure their preparedness kits were ready, checking to see what evacuation zones they were in, and staying especially off the roads when we asked them to. And the conditions were deteriorating, we asked them to stay off the roads, and the roads seemed fairly quiet. So we really appreciate the community and their support. And we all certainly hope this is the last tropical event of the year, but we want to make sure that everybody remembers we are just moving into September, which is the peak of hurricane season. So we need to restock those supply kits and make sure we're ready if something else approaches our area this hurricane season.
St. Johns County Director of Public Affairs Wayne Larson says Hurricane Idalia spared local beaches.
St. Johns County was very fortunate. We did not experience any beach erosion with this storm. We were very fortunate and lucky, and so we had no reports of any beach erosion. And speaking of beaches, happy to report that the St. Johns County Parks and Recreation Department announced that their parks and facilities will open back up on Thursday, and this includes the beachfront parks and the beach walkovers. And then we'll resume normal beach driving hours on Friday, pending the tidal impacts. But really fortunate with the weather and had no significant beach erosion or impacts from this weather event.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.